All right, welcome back to Fresh Living. Many people dream of getting their book published or actually writing a book, and today we're sitting down with local author Julie Olson, and we're going to talk about how this all comes a reality. When did you realize you wanted to be an author?
Well, I started out as an illustrator. I started drawing like every kid does when they were in kindergarten, and I think I drew about the same as every kid does when they're in kindergarten, stick figures practically. And then I just loved to do it, so I checked out books from the library on how to draw and all of that. And eventually, just because I like to do it, practice makes perfect. I went to school and graduated with a degree in illustration. But becoming an author took a little bit more research on my own part, because that's not how I started.
So show me one of your books.
Okay, I illustrated all of the books here. This is the first book I authored, and I actually had been illustrating for about 10, 11 years and decided, well, hey, I can write these, which a lot of people decide, I can write a kid's book.
Or they've got a great idea, or there's something that's happened in their family that they go, you know what, I wonder if any other person's gone through this, maybe a book would help.
Right.
And that there begins a book, and so they come up with an idea
and then they try to write it.
Yeah.
But it's hard to condense all your ideas into 500 words or less.
And now a children's book, is that what it needs to be, is 500 words or less?
These days, 500 words or less. Before, they could have a lot more. But because there's more books like chapter books and such now that have a lot more words and maybe one illustration per chapter, they've gone away from the wordy picture books. But I got my start by doing a lot of practicing writing at first, and then I started going to conferences, writing conferences.
So what tips would you have out there for somebody who's been contemplating writing a book or doing some illustration?
Well, on my blog, you can get to it from julieolsonillustrator.com. I have pretty much all the how-tos. However, you can read all you want about becoming an illustrator or an author, but you have to do it. You have to practice, just like anything you do in life.
Treat it like a job. Say, I'm going to put 2 hours into this every day.
Yeah.
Or more.
And whether or not it's when the kids are taking a nap or when they go to bed at night, most of my work happens honestly between 8 and midnight or 8 and 2 a.m. because I put the kids to bed, and when they are napping age, it's nice. I can get work done then as well. And
for some people who have probably been on the fence, or they think they've got some talent and they really want to hone their craft, there's a conference going on.
Yeah, it starts in June. There's the best conference that I've ever attended, and I've attended lots. It's called Writing and Illustrating for Young Readers, and it's for a week. And not many conferences are a week long. And you can sign up for all day and get intensive workshops. An editor from New York comes, 2 literary agents come, which if you don't get seen and noticed, you're never going to get published. Also, they have a writing contest where you can submit your work at the conference and get a $1,000 scholarship.
Wow.
To put towards your career as a writer or an illustrator.
Well, Julie, very fascinating. Congratulations on all your success. And the conference she was just talking about, we actually have a spot to give away, and we'll tell you how you can do that at the end of the show. Right now, we're going to throw it to Debbie. Debbie's talking